When your husband doesn't love you anymore, it can be heartbreaking. The signs that your husband doesn't love you anymore can be subtle, so it is important to pay attention to the changes in your relationship. If you suspect that your husband doesn't love you anymore, there are a few key signs that can help you determine if your suspicions are true. This video will discuss some of the signs that your husband doesn't love you anymore, so that you can recognize them and make an informed decision about your relationship. Number 1, you take each other for granted. One of the most common ways relationships develop is when two people are initially completely committed to each other, but as time passes, they begin to take each other for granted. While it is important to feel secure in your relationship, taking your partner for granted is not. You or your partner may have begun to take your spouse for granted, making either of you feel less valued and loved. Not feeling valued can be one of the reasons that your husband falls out of love with you. Number 2, he spends a lot of time alone or away from home. How he spends his time is another sign. If he has more reasons to be away from you and or away from home, it could be because he is finding pleasure in other activities and people. A man does not have to leave the house to get away from his spouse. Many husbands naturally withdraw into work and hobbies. When a husband routinely begins to overwork, spends more time on hobbies, or engages in activities that reduce couple time, it's a sign that something is wrong. Number 3, he doesn't really engage in a conversation with you anymore. When interesting conversation has vanished from the marriage, it is not a good sign. If a once communicative husband is no longer interested in bonding discussions, light-hearted exchanges, or daily banter, that partner's level of loving affection may be dwindling. Number 4, he fights all the time. You can no longer have a normal conversation with him. Every conversation generates an argument. He holds you responsible for all of your problems. Inquire as to why he believes this. Perhaps they will seek the assistance of a marriage counselor and, with his assistance, find a way to a happier future. Is he willing to do anything about it? If he refuses to resolve conflicts, he no longer cares about you and it's time to move on. You don't deserve someone who only pays attention to you when they're happy. You don't deserve to be ignored every time you need them. Show him how much you care, no matter how much you love him. Number 5, he doesn't respect you. Whatever you say is meaningless to him. He doesn't listen to you or humiliates you when you talk about your business successes or what you want. He is unable to see you. You do not deserve to be with someone who does not respect you. You deserve a loving and caring man who will support you. Good communication is the key to a successful relationship. Tell him that if he is no longer in love with you, he is free to leave and live his life without you. Number 6, he is cold and inaccessible. Every time you try to call him, he is not available. He responds when someone else calls. What does that imply? It's just that he no longer loves you, but he won't leave you yet. Perhaps his divorce will be detrimental to his career. It's also possible that he doesn't want to face criticism from his family and friends. Think about it if he acts cold around you, even after you try to talk to him and solve the problem. Not only does he no longer love you, but your marriage is already over in his mind. He's taking advantage of you, and he doesn't even want to try, not for you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. See you next time.